Hello and welcome to a special Minecraft episode. This episode, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm definitely not in the new patch. This episode, we are exploring a few of my earliest Minecraft builds, and I'm quite ashamed of them, but I think they're pretty fun to look at. This here, I just came from where I spawned, and this is my very first Minecraft world. I booted this up in beta 1.6, and I started hollowing out part of my mountain. Everything's really poorly lit up, and as you can see, a bunch of mobs spawned in there because I apparently didn't know that I should light floors. So mobs spawned in them, and they started spawn killing me. Ooh, hi there. And that was after I got lost over there. So let me just quickly turn this on peaceful so I can actually come in here. But yeah, this is this is pretty terrible. I didn't even do the floor, the walls are like part cobblestone, part stone. This was where something I don't even know what I was doing down here. And then I have my cobblestone staircase using slabs and cobblestone, and I hollowed out this part and then blocked that off so I could still see out, but spiders couldn't get in. Oh yeah, the good old ladders. And then I had plans to make like a ceiling or something, and then I decided that this world wasn't the greatest world, so I moved on to my next one. And here we are in my second world. This one I started just shortly after my first world, and I started in 1.6.6. And I played it until just after beta 1.7. And as you can see, it's much larger than my first build. I ended up, for a mining expedition, I went all the way over there to that mountain and just built like a path over there instead of using a boat. I'm really ashamed how I played Minecraft before. Like, to get sand, I would just dig these channels, and to light things over there, I used netherrack. I have no idea why these are half doors. Oh yeah, hitboxes, right. But yeah, this is quite an undertaking. I flattened a lot of this mountain. It used to be a giant mountain right here. And for some reason, I thought it was a great idea to, hollow it out. And I'll probably just get the seed for this world and boot it up to show just how much I just dug out for no apparent reason. But yeah, this house is just very bare bones, simple. It's not even decorated whatsoever. It's just kind of functionality. Have my farms, an automatic cactus farm. I was really proud of that for some reason. And then I have my lookout. That was my first mining expedition, and down there is where I found my first diamonds. Oh, it's getting dark out. And then over there is where I spawned. But yeah, it's essentially a mountain that I just completely dug out and left the walls just completely blank stone. And then up here I made this all cobblestone. Because down here you have my little skylight, and then my second level that I was gradually digging out for some reason. And this took me a long time. This took me months to dig just this out, and I think I may have dug as much as this mountain, in a day, on other occasions. But yeah, this is my second house, and quite possibly my largest undertaking in the first year of playing Minecraft. Let's move on to the third one. So after I hollowed out a giant mountain, I decided to make a standalone house. I was also experimenting with other mods as well, so I had, I think I had red power, because I had a piston door here. I used it was only the red wiring and simple circuitry. I used that. And I also use a trapdoor mod, as well as Mo creatures. And it turned out okay. I mean, By my standards now, it's okay. Not falling down that. It's rather bland and monotonous, but by my standards then, it was a pretty cool house. Inside of it, see if I can even get inside. Am I just gonna break and enter? Oh wait, no, I can jump over here. Oop. Inside of it, I had my horse stables, as well as, what was under here? Wiring? Door to escape, maybe? Ah, okay. I created trapdoors for all like the werewolves and things that came to kill me at night. So I would just lure them over here, pull a lever, and they would fall down there, and then they would burn alive, and I could pick up their loot. It was a pretty cruel trap, but oh well, I used it. I think fishing was down there, and these are my horse stables. I also, see, the nether, and I also started to mess with the aether, because this was the first, I believe this was the first patch where the first aether was released. And then I have my automatic farms. I think they're all red power, so I don't think any of them work anymore. Oh, I guess this one's redstone. Yeah, just a simple automatic wheat farm, and then storage, one-click sugarcane farm, and then just manual cactus farm. So overall, it's a pretty simple house, but it was nice because it was my first real standalone house that I didn't dig out a mountain to complete. Let's move on to the next one. So after mountain house and freestanding house, I decided to try something different. Try a truly freestanding house. I built my house. I kind of cheated. I used the famous glacier seed from the old terrain generation because I knew it would be really high up in the sky. It would be pretty cool to have like a floating suspension house that wasn't really connected. So I had this. It was a very basic house. I only worked on it for maybe like a week. In fact, most of the next ones that you'll see, I only worked on for like a week at a time. But it was only an idea that had just begun. I just created this wooden house that, once again, with red power, I was able to connect this with all these trapdoors, and with a flick of a switch, I'd be able to open and close the drawbridge, very rudimentary drawbridge. And there's nothing up there. I just had a mine over there. Of course, all the clouds. And then once again, I had my horses and horse pen. And this is all broken here. What is down here? More? Ah, right. This is my pen for my Pegasus. I remember. Back when Mo Creatures was like my favorite mod, and then it got all glitchy. But Mo Creatures was a great mod, and I used it for, come to think of it, a majority of my early worlds, because it was just pretty fun, and it added a lot of variety to the game, and it was one of the more popular mods that were in existence at that point. So that's this build, and let's move on to the next one. For my next house, I decided to go with a complex type of building strategy. Not complex, but an actual complex with different parts. So I had my tree farm here. It's nicely organized. Open air tree farm. Can't get out that way, can I? No. It's a very simple tree farm, and I made it so that it wasn't susceptible to big trees because I hate taking them down. I have my normal farms. If you look at basically any build that I have in any of my worlds, I will always have these automatic farms. It's one of the first things I ever set up. I think this still works. Largely. This is a very terrible design, but it worked efficiently, I guess. Because all the stuff comes down here and I collect it. But I think for this world, I went largely vanilla. I don't think I used... That works. I don't think I used any mods at all on this one. And then I have my nether house. These, like, you see, my building style here. This is stone and cobblestone, just wood planks. And then this is the first structure, I think this might be honestly the first structure I built that wasn't composed of like those materials. And even then, it's pretty basic. It's just like a house with flaming netherrack, but a water bucket. But yeah, this house, it didn't take me very long to build, but it was pretty fun because this is the first time that I built without giving myself like space constraints. So like, as in like making a mountain and having to fit everything within the mountain. This way I could sprawl out and build however much I wanted, but after about a week or so I decided to move on to a brand new world. Let's go to that world now. This time I decided to make an underground build, so it just has this kind of like hobbit hole kind of entry. Bunnies230's house. And I go down here, and I have a path to my boat dock up here. But it's gonna look a little weird because I did have a mod that added a bunch of like, varying stone types. I think it might have been like some type of like extension of like a Mystic Ores mod, but it has stones. So I had stone of different colors, and that's what I made this out of. This is the first build where I really actually tried to interior decorate and make things actually look nice and not just stone. And as I told you in my... Oop. Alright, because it's floating. It's going to update, yeah. As I said in my Damnation House tour... Nope, what are you doing? Stay there. All my bedrooms have the same basic theme. Bookshelves, and then it's like red and black and like woodsy feel and like a cabin. I make all of my bedrooms this way, and I don't know why. I've just always done it, so I just continue to do it. I think this is a path to my mine. See, as I told you, all my automatic farms, tree farm, and what was this? Oh yeah, I built my cactus farm a little bit better, but it's, I guess, lacking a bunch of blocks at the bottom. Right, okay. Yeah, this is what happens when you open up worlds in vanilla that had mods. You just get floating blocks and glitches everywhere. But yeah. And after that world, I got more into modded Minecraft, so most of those saves really aren't openable without the correct mods, but you get the gist of my terrible, horrible building style. But as I see it, I've improved a lot in those 3 or so years since then, and I hope to improve even more. I hope this trip down memory lane was as enjoyable for you as it was painful for me. And that's all for this episode. Till next time, see ya. So you want to know who donated for you? You're going to have to work for that. Some players have volunteered to place books around the servers for you to... Servers? Does that mean FTB too? For you to find. To find the answer you seek, you must travel to each set of coordinates and find all of the books.